Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah, Sunnahfollowers, protectors of the Sunnah.
Ina alhamdulillah wa salat wa salam ala wa rasulullah. Welcome to another session of our series on the 55 hadiths on Islamic behavior and discipline. And this is the book compiled by Sheikh Muhammad Saeed Atlee. And we're almost at the end of this book, but I still encourage everyone who does not own a copy of this to go and purchase it. Go to atleeonline.com and pick up this book. It doesn't cost, but I think $5. And the hadiths are wonderful hadiths for us to apply to ourselves because they help in our actions, behavior, and all of that. And today we're going to discuss hadith number 43. Hadith number 43, which speaks about keeping with goodness. This hadith is narrated by Abu Dar. He said, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam told me, do not consider anything insignificant out of good things, even if it is that you meet your brother with a smile on your face. In other words, what the Prophet was saying is that any good deed is significant. Don't ever look down on a good deed as being like it wasn't of no value. Even a smile is an act of charity and brings about goodness. We have to understand that Allah will pay us back for every little and big action that we do that is pleasing to Him. And we should seek the opportunity always as Muslims to try to engage in righteousness, to try to engage in good deeds. Also, something that we may consider to be minor can mean a big deal in the sight of Allah. Feeding a person, giving charity to someone. Don't ever snub your nose down because it may appear to be a small deed to you, but it's a big deed to Allah. So basically, this hadith is telling us to do as many good deeds as we can and never look at a deed as being insignificant. Even making yourself a cup of tea and sharing it with someone else. That's a nice big deal, big deed. So who would like to comment or share their how this hadith impacts them in their life? Go ahead.
Okay. So for me, this is telling me not to turn my nose down up on nothing that's given to me, because everything, no matter what it is, if it was done from their heart, it's good. That's what I heard.
And that's another thing too. I'm glad she brought that up because, a lot of Muslims don't understand that when a person gives you something, that could have been the last something that they had. And what would they think to see that you gave it to someone else? That's one of the things that ticks me off. I wear a beautiful hijab and you're going to come to me and say, give it to you. I ain't giving you nothing. This was given to me by someone who gave it to me. And they put their heart in it, their soul in it. Why would I throw it back on their face like it was nothing by giving it to somebody else? Especially somebody ain't going to even wear it, don't know what to do with it, ain't going to look good in it, ain't going to look like me in it because they made it for me. They bought it for me, designed and tailored for me. So we got to stop going around telling people to give us what they have because you like it. When it wasn't, you don't know where it came, especially if it was a gift to them from someone else. That person chose it for them, not for you. So why should they give it to you? Yes, thank you for sharing that. Go ahead, Sahara.
For me, I was just gonna say this helps me a lot because sometimes I'm asked to do a task and I will see like something that's like an example would be, because it's hard to explain kind of, but an example would be I have duties to do like at work, and they have a checklist of things they want me to do, but then I noticed that, you know, they need help in the dish room, and you know, because we had a lot of patients, so I'll go and help my coworkers like wash the dishes, make sure the floor is clean and stuff like that, just help them out, just because it would be a benefit to me, and also it's just a way of me like remembering a law in the back of my head. It will tell me, like my conscience will tell me like, oh, you should help them out for the sake of Allah. This will help you a lot and it will benefit you. And this is just another way of remembering Allah, by cleaning and making sure your area and the people around you are good and it's nice and clean and tidy.
Okay, alhamdulillah, mashallah, exactly. Thank you for sharing it, guys. Just something as simple as helping someone, you know, clean the kitchen up, clean the dishes. What a great deed. You know, we should never snub our nose down at others. Just go ahead, Sister Antar.
Hope you didn't see that. Yeah, no, my thing is I always try to call and see how someone is doing, if their day is going well, and to let them know I call to check on you and to tell you you have a great day and that I love you. It could be, you know, Muslim sisters, and they be like, I appreciate you calling me, you know, let me know, because they might have been having some type of day that day, you know. And another thing I do, like, well, you know, even if I visit, I know that's my children's home, but if I see something out of place or whatever that needs to be clean, I say, let me go over and do it, even though I don't want to do it, but you know, I go do it anyway, you know, to help them out if they working or something. They said they come in, get finished working, they could just go like straight to the kitchen or whatever to do what they have to do. You know, I try to do little things like that when I'm
Exactly.
anywhere.
And these are all, we have to remember, all good deeds are actions of charity. You know, and something as simple as helping with the picking up a piece of paper off the floor, you know, that's a good act. That's a good deed. That's gonna, Allah will reward you anywhere from 10 to 700 times for it. You know, there's so many blessings around us that we miss out on reaping the rewards for. Good job. Thank you, Sister Lucy. Go ahead.
This goes to show you that Allah has made this religion easy, that you don't have to do a great deal just to get good deeds or to please him, but to know that he's always there watching, always there hearing, lets you know that you have to hold yourself accountable for everything that you do to make sure that it is in the right way of Allah.
Exactly. Allah didn't make it hard for us to earn his pleasure. You know, it's so easy, you know, because even though Allah is wrathful and vengeful, his mercy encompasses everything. And like we talked about earlier, even though Allah is the one that creates the good and creates the evil that we encounter in our lives, he ain't gonna put no evil on you that you can't bear. That's how merciful he is. You know, whatever evil situation or bad situation is impacting you in your personal life, it is something that you can deal with. You just may not believe it or know it yourself, but you can. That's how merciful he is. So he made this deen easy too. It's so easy to earn his reward, to earn his love, you know, just by doing the obligations that he's imposed upon us, which are not that many things. And then if you want to continue to get closer to him, just do the voluntary deeds, help others, be more charitable, and don't snub your nose down on what other people do. Subhanallah. Yes, go ahead. Any other comments?
Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam.
I don't know if somebody said that already. I don't know. But yes, it's so good to, gifts come in many, many ways. And there are sometimes things that you can do for a person that can seem small to some people who it's not being given to, but it may be something really big to them. It may be a person that don't get gifts from people or don't even get attention from people. And that's a smile, or, oh, you look nice today, or can I help you with that? Or want me to help you lift that package or whatever? It really may seem, like nothing to some people, but it may mean everything to that person because they may be having one of those days when they feel like nobody cares about them, or, life is really bad for me and this and that. You don't know what they may be going through within themselves, and you may be the very person that changed that day for them and make them feel better about themselves, better about the religion. They may feel like, this is not so bad after all. People do care about other people, and that is important.
Exactly, mashallah, exactly. Just, you never know what a person is going through in their personal life. You send, say a kind word to a person or give a person a smile. That smile may, be what they needed to make their day better. We should never, lose out on the rewards and that Allah centers all around us in our lives. Instead, acknowledge what's around us and reap the benefits, reap the rewards. Okay, I'd like to thank everybody for joining and participating in this session of our Hadith class. Please make sure everybody's here tomorrow. Tomorrow we have the stories from the Quran. Oh, I gotta do that. The stories from the Quran, that's going to be the class at 8 p.m. tomorrow. So make sure that everybody is here for that. And we have our regular classes too, the predestination at 6 and this class at 11. So subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika ashhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu